Hi, in this video I will be drawing Minecraft mobs with a little twist. I'm not allowed to use any cubes or straight lines in this challenge. Let's start strong with the most iconic mob in Minecraft, the Creeper. Oh man. The Creeper is the oldest mob in Minecraft, so I want to do it justice and give it a cool design. Since the Creeper is such an abstract shape, I'm breaking down his looks into the long neck, the sad expression, and the four legs. The long necks of llamas help me give the Creeper its overall shape. And I also took a bit of liberty with the texture of the Creeper and decided to make him fluffy, as on a first look, he doesn't seem particularly dangerous or threatening. It's just that we all know that afterwards he explodes. But if we met a Creeper for the first time, I think he'd seem less threatening on the outside as a strategy to get closer to you. Another cool feature about the Creepers is that they can catch lightning when they become charged Creepers. In game this effect looks super weird and unimpressive, but in theory, being covered in lightning offers such cool potential for a character design. Mojang really needs to amp up their particle effects. Charged Creepers have the potential to look so menacing. Hello? Guys, you need to make the lightning particle effects cooler! Guys, is anyone here? Here's our charged fluffy boy. I wouldn't want to meet him while walking in the woods at night. Like our next mob, the Creaking. Honestly, I'm so happy that I get to draw this new mob for a video. The idea behind the Creaking is so creepy that I get goosebumps just imagining it. Walking through the woods at night, pitch black, only to hear the wooden cracks as its glowing orange eyes stare into your soul. I just love it. It's fascinating to me that we get to have a creepy wood-stalking creature like Slender Man in Minecraft. For its overall aesthetic, I'm taking huge inspiration from the Leshen from The Witcher 3. These are my favorite Witcher monsters, and I just feel that their slender bodies are perfect for the Creaking's vibe. I'll also exaggerate the roots of his body. I want the Creaking to seem ancient, like an old grandpa telling you to get off his lawn. There's nothing scarier than that in the world. Trust me, bro. What? Guys, I've just been informed that the evil Subscribe King has destroyed this village! And he's saying that if you don't subscribe to this channel, where I make cool art challenges about your favorite video games, then he's going to destroy this other village! Full of cute dogs! Well, joke's on you, Nasty Boy. I'm more of a cat person. Our next mob to be decubified is the Mighty Wither, especially if you're playing on Bedrock. Defeating this thing is no walk in the park. Unfortunately, I can only show you half of the speed paint here. I realized halfway through the drawing process that I forgot to record my screen. Oh well, you get the gist. Giant spooky black skeleton with 3 heads. I'm also giving him a purplish glow as it makes it look more menacing, and I really like the color scheme of the Wither Storm from Minecraft Story Mode. Here's our spooky skeleton. Ah, crap, I forgot I'm in survival! For our next mob, I've gone to the Nether to take a look at the Striders. When I saw the Striders for the first time, I instantly liked them. These little horsies are so adorable. They carry their little kids on the back, they eat mushrooms, and if they step away from the lava for just a tiny bit, they get all cold and purple and start to shiver. I want Mojang to do plushies of these. That would be fire. And of course, I'll draw her kid with a cooler color, as it's not directly touching the lava, and I imagine that it must be getting a bit cold up there. Honestly, this was my favorite mob to draw so far. Reinterpreting this mob from just a cube with 2 legs to this was a lot of fun, and that's where you come in. I'd love to see your interpretation of the Strider, or any Minecraft mob. Make sure to tag me on the platform formerly known as Twitter, so I can repost your art at the end of the video. Hey, so there's a blue furry outside that says he wants to draw the next mob. A blue furry?
Hey guys, just to be clear, I'm not a furry, I'm a blue shoe. Anyway, I really want to draw the next mob. I already did the sketch, see?
Sure, give it a go.
Alright, so I'll start by thanking Pinterest for the cow references that have made my feed unusable, as well as the mushroom references. That made me want to include as much mushroom types as I could find. And of course, big shout out to Notch for having the most random occurrence for a mob in video game history, that is a red cow growing mushrooms on its back. And since I have nothing left to say, here's a curious cow fact. Did you know that cows can sleep while standing, and that they can see nearly 360 degrees? Wow. And did you know that mushrooms are more closely related to animals than to plants? Now suddenly the Mooshroom makes a lot more sense. And with that, here's my drawing. Ta-da!
Wow, that cow looks sick, dude!
Oh, thank you.
No, I mean it literally looks sick. It's all covered in fungi.
My cow!
So, where can people find you?
Right, check out my channel where I make music reviews, and you can also find me on my new movie review channel, Third Eye for Movies.
Alright, everyone go subscribe to this blue furry.
Hey, I said I'm not a furry!
Or else, if you don't subscribe to Third Eye, I will tell Microsoft to sell Mojang to Ubisoft.
What the hell?
Nasty boy, can I say my outro? Oh, this is my moment. Bye. See you around.